Yo guys, what's going on? It's Savage here. Welcome back to another tier maker list video. I tweeted out earlier I wanted to do a unique NFL tier maker list, and I let you guys vote on Twitter what I should do. I wound up narrowing it down to two choices: ranking the divisions in the NFL based on how difficult they are to compete in, and ranking the NFL color rush jerseys based on how cool they look. The one that received the most votes was ranking the color rush jerseys from each NFL team based on how cool they are. So right now, go ahead and leave a big fat thumbs up on the button, and let's go ahead and hop over to our tier maker list. Here we go, guys. We got all 32 color rush uniforms in front of us. We're going to be ranking them from S tier to trash tier. S being the coolest looking color rush jerseys across the league, trash being the most boring and the most bland. We're going to be starting off with the Washington Redskins color rush uniforms, and from me, I gotta give them a B. I think they're cool looking. I think they are very creative in terms of they pretty much inverted their home uniforms, which is normally red with the white, or red with the white number and the yellow outline. They pretty much just inverted everything. They made it a yellow jersey with a white outline around red numbers. That's cool and stuff. The thing that just doesn't make it an A, because I think the creativity is an A, I just don't like the color scheme. I don't like all yellow. I like hints of yellow and stuff, but if something is all yellow, it just kind of turns me away from it. I don't really like it that much. I just personally think there was other things they probably could have did to make it pop a little bit better, but that's just my take on the Redskins uniforms. Please don't hate me, Redskins fans. Next up, the Atlanta Falcons. You guys are gonna like me a little bit better. The Atlanta Falcons fans, I gotta give you guys some credit. I think your guys' jerseys are sick. The color rush uniform, the big thing that sells me on this, because in terms of creativity, let's face it, it's not super creative, because the regular uniforms for the Falcons are red with the white number with the black outline. But the thing that does it for me is that this red is a bit brighter than the normal red on the standard home jerseys of the Atlanta Falcons. But I just love the inverted numbers, how instead of a white number with a black stroke, they did a white stroke around a black number. That just makes the numbers pop. I like that. I think that's so sick. That's a big W in my eyes. Next up is the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, I personally think that if they would have went along the lines with the Falcons and maybe used like a cardinal red, an all red out instead of an all black out, I think it would have done them more justice. I don't like the white stroke around the red numbers. It doesn't pop as much as white around black or black around white, in my opinion. So I don't know, in terms of like how the numbers can pop and really, like, you know, make people like be like, damn, that's sick, I don't see it with the Cardinals uniforms. I mean, it's still a cool jersey. The first S tier though, however, is the Vikings. The Vikings, like I said, I don't like all yellow. I like hints of yellow. That purple is so sick. It allows lighter colors to really like pop off of the purple, like the color yellow, for example. Color yellow, it just looks so, it's so dope. I think this is only like, I think they really only use two colors. I don't even see, I know it's a small picture, but I don't even see like any outline around the yellow. I think that's just a straight up yellow number on a purple, on like a really sick, you know, sharp purple. I like it so much. I think that's a dope jersey. The Buccaneers are in the same tier with the Falcons. They're pretty much the same. The Falcons use a more bright blood red. They use like a lighter red, I guess you could say. The difference is though, they use the silver numbers or gray numbers, whatever you want to call it, with the white stroke instead of black numbers. I still think it's a pretty sick uniform. Next S tier's got to be the Seahawks, man. That all, like the all green just is so hype. I personally think that what could make them even better, is if they put a stroke around the numbers, like a white stroke or a black stroke around those numbers. I don't believe there's any stroke around the numbers, but I feel like if they did, I think it would just make it so much, I think it would pop even more. Next up is the New England Patriots. I'm gonna have to give them a C. This is just pretty much their home uniform. I don't even know the difference, really. I couldn't even tell you, to be completely honest. I honestly don't know what is so different about these. Is it the leg stripes? I don't know, really. Is it the way that the stripes are patterned? I have no idea. I can't really point it out too much. I won't lie. It's not like when I'm watching football, I pay attention to every single team's uniforms. But from watching, you know, football over the past, you know, 21 years, I've been able to, you know, pick up, oh, the blue home jerseys for the Patriots. And, you know, it's pretty standard and it looks very similar to that. If I'm wrong, let me know, but for the most part, in terms of creativity and difference between a jersey they already have, it's not much. Next up is going to be the Lions. Lions are going to be B tier for me. The big thing that I personally think that if they would have did like all like a black with like a silver number and a blue outline, or a blue number with a silver outline on like an all blacked out jersey, I think that would have been 10 times cooler. That's just my opinion. But I can't give them an A. I can't give them a C. So I'm going to just throw them right in there with B. S tier Chargers, bro. These are so dirty. A lot of people like the powdered blues that the Chargers have. I personally, I like these more than powdered blues. I think these are dope. Maybe they make like a color rush version of the powdered blues. I don't know. I think there's a sharp. I think those are some of the sharpest jerseys. Once again, the color yellow, it has to be on another color. It can't be the focal point of the jersey. The yellow on the blue, it just pops. It's just like the Vikings. Next up, we got the Jets. Jets, I'm just gonna put in B. It's pretty standard. It's nothing like super. Actually, I'm gonna put them in C. It's nothing like super out there. It's pretty stationary to their home uniforms. It's not like any thought was really put into these, I guess you could say. It's a different shade of green. So it's nothing crazy. Chiefs are next up. I mean, it's just like, it's just their home jersey in my opinion, unless I'm missing something. Is it a yellow stroke around the numbers on these jerseys? I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think these are anything too spectacular. The first trash has got to be the Bengals. Now, I don't want to offend any Bengals fans out there that might have a color rush jersey, but I mean, this is just a freaking boring away jersey at this point, bro. It's just a boring away jersey with the number on it. It's nothing, you know, out there. It's nothing crazy. I personally feel like the Bengals are they're just, you know, they're the Bengals. Next up, we got the Broncos. The Broncos I'm going to throw in the B tier. I like the orange. I like the black stroke around the white numbers, but I just feel like they could have did so much. I feel like they could have did better. I feel like this is pretty stationary to their like standard home uniforms. So I know these two are, but the numbers just don't pop on this as much as they do over here. I actually think this might actually be a navy blue stroke, and that's why they don't pop as much, because the Broncos are like the navy blue, orange, white. So that's probably why. The Steelers, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in B. It's essentially they just flip flop the color of the numbers. They didn't put any stroke around the numbers from what I'm seeing. So it's not like the numbers really pop out at you. Yeah, the yellow's cool. I could probably put it at A, but I mean, in terms of creativity, it was just a flip-flop. The Raiders, even though they're white, this is just an exception. They're A tier, man. I mean, that's probably like the only thing the Raiders really got going for them is how dope their color rush jerseys are. It's a simple concept. It's very bland. It's very basic, but it's just sharp because of the color scheme. It's just black, white, silver. Very basic, simple colors, but they just all flow together really, really nice. Next uniform we gotta put them in the B tier. Now I know a lot of Rams fans like these uniforms. I think it's a sick color. I think the color rush is sick, but the yellow is just so dominant. It's so ick. It's just so gross to me. It literally is the most. It's just I don't know. I feel like they could have did so much more with that. With these color rush uniforms. Packers are absolute garbage. Like, this is just an away jersey, bro. There was literally no creativity in this. This is the Dolphins right here. I'm not a big fan of orange. I mean, I would have liked to see, personally, like a teal with maybe like an orange number and like a white stroke. I think that would have been really cool. Like a teal, orange number, white stroke around the numbers. I could design jerseys. Next up, we got another A team. This is just, I just like these. I just like the color, like the color red really just pops for me. And they did this really, really well. I feel like if they maybe made the blue like if they used the Buffalo Bills logo blue to outline those numbers and really pizzazz it, because I believe the pinstripes on his side of his on his pants are the Buffalo Blue Bill, or the Buffalo Blue Bill, the Buffalo Bill Blue. Oh my God. I feel like if they would have added that more along the lines of literally outlining the jersey in that, it would have been way cooler. The Panthers, they're pretty stationary. I'm going to throw them in B. They're cool because of the, like, I like the color scheme. But in terms of like creativity and like outstandingness, it just looks like it's a pretty standard, you know, It's sharp, but it's like pretty basic. I don't know. It just is pretty basic. Same with the Eagles. The Eagles are just gonna fall right into that category too. It's just a standard, and it's just a flip. It's all it is flip. It's like it's nothing crazy in terms of, you know, like if they would have flexed with maybe like the old school Eagle green, I would probably turn it up a little bit, but this is just a standard invert. The Ravens are really sick. I really like the Ravens with the gold numbers around the white stroke. I think it's dope. I personally think that them and the Raiders kind of have like that metallic, like, you know, show-offy kind of thing with their numbers. I like that a lot. The Saints are kind of... I just think this is ugly, bro. Like, this is so ugly to me. That looks like... I don't want to say what it looks like, the numbers, but that's so ugly. Like, they could have did so much more. The black outline's cool, but I feel like if they redo it, they could make it a lot cooler. Same with the Jags. Ugly color. Ugly. This is so gross, bro. That is so gross. That is so icky. The Giants are pretty much in a away jersey. I can't put them in trash because the red, it really does separate them from these two. Like, these two are literally basic away jerseys. The cool red outline and stuff, the pinstripes around the pants too is really sick. But in terms of, you know, it's just an away. I mean, it is simply just an away jersey inverted with the colors. The Texans are really cool. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just throw them in B. Nah, actually, I'm throwing them. I don't know what I want to throw them. I want to throw them, like, in the middle. Like, I wish there was just a tier called Texans, because that's where they belong. To not make Texans fans hate me, I'll put them in A. Like, the lowest part of A possible. Like, literally, like, an 89.5. Like, they're just... It's just a really simple concept. It's the dark blue, but instead of, like, you know, the white number, it's just a red number with a white stroke. It's pretty basic stuff. The Colts are C, and it just looks like a home uniform. This literally, like, honest to God... No, actually, this is garbage. This literally looks... This is a home uniform. That is legitimately a home uniform. I don't know. The Bears, garbage. It's a home uniform. That's a home uniform. That is Jay Cutler in a home uniform. I didn't even know Jay Cutler was a Bear when the freaking Color Rush uniforms were in the league. And I'm pretty sure that actually is what they look like. So that just goes to show you that the Color Rush uniforms for the Bears is literally a home uniform. The Browns are pretty cool. They're a B. I would have liked them to do, like, orange with, like, brown numbers and, like, a white stroke. I think that'd been a lot sicker. The 49ers are definitely an A. They are just, like, the red numbers and stuff. I don't know. It's something about the color red. If used effectively, it just pops more. I like it. I think they did a really good job on that. The Cowboys are just in a way uniform inverted. Even though the Cowboys, don't they sometimes wear white at home too? I think they do. But regardless, this is just their white uniform, except with like a double, like it's like a double line around the numbers. The Titans are just a home uniform once again. Nothing too crazy. It's just, this honestly looks like their home uniform. So I mean, that's it for my Color Rush uniform tier maker list thing that you want to call it. I hope that you guys aren't offended and stuff. And if you like this, smack a like on the button. Comment down below if you want to see me make any cool, unique tier maker NFL type videos and all of that good stuff. And as always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. See you in the next one.